Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss functions, first chapter of intermediate mathematics 1A. So before going into this chapter functions, let us have a brief discussion about some basics. Already we learned about the sets in the 10th class itself. Just we will recall it once again. What is a set? A set is nothing but collection of well defined objects. Set is nothing but collection of well defined objects. For example, set A equals to A comma B comma C. Otherwise, set B is equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. So this is a set. Then what is a subset? For example, I have a set A where the elements are A comma B. Element A alone, comma, element B alone, comma, A comma B together, including an empty set. These are called as the subsets of the given set. Next, we need to know about ordered pair. What is an ordered pair? For example, we have two sets. One is set A and one is set B. From set A, I will take an element, some A. From set B also, I will take one element, element B. These two elements, that is A and B, if I write it like this, A comma B, kept in the brackets, then that is called as an ordered pair. Let A and B both are sets. Is A belongs to capital A and small b belongs to capital B. Then this A comma B is an ordered pair. Next, what is a Cartesian product? Cartesian product, we will be having two sets, let A and B. Then A comma B such that small a belongs to set A and small b belongs to set B. This is called as Cartesian product of A and B, and this is represented by A cross B. Let A and B two sets. Then A comma B such that A belongs to capital A and B belongs to small b is called the Cartesian product of A and B, and it is denoted by A cross B. Let us check once. For example, I have a set A where the elements are A comma B, and one more set B. The elements are 1 comma 2. Set A, I have A comma B, and set B, I have 1 comma 2. So let us write the Cartesian product for this, that is A cross B. A comma 1, A comma 2, B comma 1, B comma 2. From the set A to set B, all the possible ordered pairs we will represent. That is nothing but the Cartesian product. Next, relations. What is a relation? any subset of Cartesian product. Any subset of Cartesian product is called as a relation. Let us take one example for it. We have set A where the elements are 1, 2, and one more set B where the elements are A, B. Now I am going to write the Cartesian product, that is A cross B. 1, A, 1, B. 2, A, 2, B. 1, A, 1, B, 2, A and 2, B is the Cartesian product. Now if we write the subsets of the Cartesian product, then that will become a relation. For example, A cross B subsets I am writing now. 1, A is a subset of A cross B. 1, B is one more subset of A cross B. 2, A is another subset of A cross B. 2, B another subset for the Cartesian A cross B. One more, 1, A, 1, B. Two elements together. First write the individual elements alone, then go with the 2 elements, then go with the 3 elements, then 4 elements together. So like this, if you write the subsets of Cartesian product, then that is called as a relation. This is one relation from A to B. This is another relation from A to B. This is another relation from A to B. This is one more relation from A to B. This is one more relation from A to B. Now let me recall what we discussed till now. We discussed about the definition of a set and how to write subset. Then what is ordered pair? By using this ordered pair only, we wrote the Cartesian product. From the Cartesian product, we got relations. Sets, subset, order pair, Cartesian product and relations. Now let us move to our main topics, functions. Then what is a function? It is a relation from set A to set B. If each element of set A, there exists a unique element in set B. If you go with the definitions, you will get confused. So let me take a nice example. In set A, we have elements A, B. And in the set B, we have elements 1, 2. This A is connected to 1 and this B is connected to 2. So, what is a function? Every element of set A should has an image. A is an element in the set A. It has image 1. B is another element of set A. It also has an image. Every element of the set A should have an image from the set B. Next, every element of set A should have unique element from the set B. Unique. It should be only one. For example, here for the element A, only 1 is connected. For element B, only 2 is connected. So this is a function. A function is nothing but a special type of relation where each element of set A should have only unique element from the set B. Then that kind of relation is called as a function. Now in this, we need to get to know what is a domain, codomain and range. What is a domain, codomain and range? For example, I am taking one polynomial x plus 3. I am taking one polynomial x plus 3. In the set A, we have some numbers like 1, 2, 3. And in the set B, we have some elements like 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, one by one element from the set A, I will substitute in the place of x. First element is 1. This 1 I will substitute in the place of x. 1 plus 3, it is 4. Next, second element is 2. This 2 also I am going to substitute in the place of x. 2 plus 3, it will become 5. Then third element is 3. This also I am going to substitute in the place of x. 3 plus 3, it will become 6. Now, if we observe this clearly, when we substituted the number 1, we got the answer 4. When we substituted number 2, we got the answer 5. When we substituted number 3, we got the answer 6. So now, whatever the numbers we are substituting in the place of x or in the place of any variable, those all numbers will comes under domain. That is 1, 2, 3. Then what is range? After substituting the x value, whatever the answer or whatever the result we got, that result is nothing but the range. That is 4, 5, 6. Then what is codomain? Codomain is nothing but the set B completely. That is 4, 5, 6, 7. Domain is nothing but what numbers we are substituting in the place of x. Range is nothing but what answers we are getting after substituting some number. Then codomain is nothing but whatever the elements are there present in the total set B. So this is the difference between domain, codomain and range. Okay, now let us discuss some of the problems from the textbook. In the page number 2, we have an example writing Cartesian product. It's a very simple one, but just have a look at it. If set A equals to 1, 2, 3, if set A equals to 1, 2, 3, and set B is equals to x, y, then he is asking to write A cross B, B cross A cross A, as well as B cross B. Okay, first let us do A cross B. A cross B, Cartesian product from A to B. That is 1, x, then 1, y. 1, x, then 1, y. Next, 2, x, 2, y. 2, y. Next, 3, x, 3, y. This is Cartesian product from set A to set B. Then he is also asking in reverse, that is B cross A. Cartesian product from set B to set A. X, 1, x, 2, x, 3. Now if you go with the second element, y, 1, y, 2, y, 3. Y, 1, y, 2, y, 3. If we observe these two Cartesian products clearly, that is A cross B as well as B cross A. Here it is, first element is 1, x, whereas in this first element is x, 1. 1, x is completely different from x, 1. So from these two, we can conclude one thing, that is A cross B is not equals to B cross A. Next, he is asking again to find the value of A cross A as well as B cross A also. Sorry, B cross B. A cross A and B cross B is asking. So let us check it again. Set A, he gave it as 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Again I am writing set A only because he is asking A cross A. So that's why 2 times I am writing. Now, we want A cross A. That A cross A is nothing but 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. That we write 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. Next, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. Next, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. This is the Cartesian product of set A to set A only, A cross A. Then he is asking B cross B also. Let us check it out once. B cross B. Set B is given as X, Y. X, Y. Now we need to find out B cross B. So that's why I am writing one more set B also again. That is X, Y only. So B cross B we want. So X, 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 Y. B cross B is equals to X, 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 Y. Then Y, I'll wrap it first. Y, X, Y, Y. Y, X and Y, Y. This is B cross B. Next, second example, he is speaking about the relations. Set A is equals to 1, 2, 3. And set B equals to alpha, beta. Then Cartesian product from A cross B, sorry, A to B. A cross B is equals to 1, alpha, 1, beta. 2, alpha, 2, beta. 3, alpha, 3, beta. This is the Cartesian product from A to B, otherwise A cross B. Now he wrote some relations. Let us check what is the relation he wrote. I'm sorry. F is a relation. He wrote it as 1, alpha, 2, beta, 3, alpha. So first let us confirm whether this is a relation or not. Relation is nothing but subset of the Cartesian product. So here we have Cartesian product clearly. From that total Cartesian product, he is picking up some elements. One is 1, alpha and one is 2, beta and one is 3, alpha. Obviously, some elements of the total Cartesian product will be subset. So subset of Cartesian product is nothing but a relation. So we can conclude that this F is a relation from A to B. Next, he wrote one more relation like this only. That is G is equals to 1, alpha and 1, beta. Let us check. First 1, alpha as well as 1 comma beta. Of course, this is also subset of the Cartesian product only. So G is also a relation from A to B. Then if we keep writing like this, how many relations we can write from A to B? How many? That will be, we will be having a formula 2 power n of set A into n of set B. 2 power n of set A into n of set B. N of A is nothing but number of elements in the set A. N of B is nothing but number of elements in the set B. So we will get 2 power n of A. In the set A we have 3 elements and in the set B we have 2 elements. So n of A is nothing but 3 into n of B is nothing but 2. So we will get 2 power 3 2s are 6. 2 power 6 is nothing but 64. So total we can able to write 64 relations from A to B. Next, we will be having some other examples again in the page number 4. Let's have a look at those examples. Now I think from here onwards the examples will be related to completely functions. The relation f is equals to x comma x square plus 1. Relation f is equals to x comma x square plus 1 such that x belongs to real numbers. And he is saying that it is a function from R to R plus. This is an example, so that's why he only gave clear explanation also. Just the students, if anyone didn't understand the written part, it may be helpful for them. So that is the only reason I'm explaining these examples also. F is a relation f equals to x comma x square plus 1 such that x belongs to real numbers, and he is saying that it is a function from R to R plus. R is nothing but real numbers, R plus is nothing but only positive real numbers. Let us check then whether it is a function or not a function. So function definition, if we revise once again, every element of set A should has a unique element from the set B. So here what is the set A and set B then? Here set A is nothing but capital R, set B is nothing but R plus. So we should have a unique element compulsory. Then only it will become a function. Otherwise it won't become any function at all. Let us check now once. In the place of x, for example, I am taking 1. Then what will be the value of x square plus 1? That is 1 square plus 1, nothing but 2. X value I am taking as 2. Then x square plus 1 will become 2 square plus 1, that is nothing but 5. If we keep on writing like this, so we will be having a unique element for every number what we are taking. So since every element x belongs to a real number has association with unique element x square plus 1 in R plus. So then he clearly mentioned here R plus. Is there any chance that we may get the answer negative? Let us check once then. X value I am substituting now minus 1. X square plus 1 value will be, x square is minus 1 square plus 1. Minus 1 square is plus 1 only. So 1 plus 1, 2 only again. Because here we are doing x square. So any number square that is maybe negative or positive, always it will be positive only. So there is no chance that we will get negative numbers in the result. So that's why he clearly mentioned that it is a function from R to R plus. R plus only, R negative won't come ever. Because this is x square of a negative number or else square of a positive number is always a positive number only. Next, in this second example is there. Example number 2. He gave it as the relation f is equals to x comma 1 by x. X comma 1 by x such that 0 not belongs to, 0 not equals to x, which belongs to real numbers. And he is saying that it is not a function. It is not a function from R to R. He clearly mentioned that f is a relation which is equals to x comma 1 by x. It is not a function from R to R. Then why? Why it is not a function? Let us check once. X value, if I take it as 1, 1 by x will become 1 by 1, that is nothing but 1 again. X value, if I take it as 0, then what will be the value of 1 by x? That is nothing but 1 by 0. But 1 by 0 is not defined. So, for an element 0 from the set A, there is no unique element from the set B. So, that's why x comma 1 by x is not a function from R to R. Whenever we are mentioning something is a function or not a function, compulsory we need to mention this domain and range. That is must and should. Sorry, not range, it is codomain actually. Domain and codomain. Okay, now, is there any chance that we can make this function, we can make this relation as a function? Yes, there is a chance. That is changing this codomain. Let us check once how to change that codomain now. F is equals to x comma 1 by x as usual. That only relation again I am taking. This relation we are making it as a function. Then what we need to do? In the previous one, when we took the 0, the answer we got as not defined. So now I will do, from the total real numbers set, I will remove the number 0 to R. F is a relation, that is x comma 1 by x will become a function if the domain is R minus 0 and codomain is R as usual. Let us check now once. X I am taking as 3, then 1 by x will become 1 by 3. For 3, a unique element 1 by 3 is there. If x is equals to 5, 1 by x is equals to 1 by 5. For the element 5, a unique element 1 by 5 is there. Now in this case, we can't take the element 0 because in this clearly mentioned that the domain is R minus 0 only. So the element 0 we should not take at all. Next. Again in page number 5 also we will be having 4 or 5 examples. Let's have a look at those kind of examples also. Let f such that n to n be defined by f of n is equals to 2n, and he is asking that what is the range of this function. He gave the function as f of n is equals to 2n and is asking the range of it. Let us check once. F of n is equals to 2n. In the place of n, I will be substituting 1 by 1 element, number. F of 1 is equals to 2 into 1, that is nothing but 2. F of 2 is equals to 2 into 2, which is nothing but 4. F of 3 is equals to 2 into 3, which is nothing but 6. If we continue like that only, we will get so many numbers. Now if we observe the pattern clearly, this is 2, 4, 6. Next number will be 2 4s are 8, then 2 5s are 10, then 2 6s are 12. It continues like that only. So it is only even numbers. So the range of this function f of n equals to 2n is all even numbers. The range will be even numbers. Next, second example. F of x is equals to x square. He is asking what will be the range, and the function is defined from R to R. F is a function from R to R. be defined by f of x equals to x square. Then what will be the range of it? F of x is equals to x square. He said that clearly this function is from R to R. So any real number I can substitute. So I am substituting 0. F of 0, 0 square. 0 square is nothing but 0. I am taking f of 1, f of 1, 1 square, 1. I am taking again f of minus 1, minus 1 whole square. Minus 1 whole square is nothing but plus 1. So here the given function is x square. Any number square, it may be positive or negative. If you do square for that number, compulsory the answer will be positive only. And here we can see clearly 0 also included. So from 0 to infinity, infinity number won't be there. So that's why always infinity will be opened only, and whatever the number is included, that will be with the closed square bracket. Keep it in mind. Infinity always opened curly bracket only. Okay, next, before going to the next example, let's have a discussion about types of functions. In this he is discussing about only 3 types of functions, so I am also going to discuss about only those 3 types. That is one type of function, also called as injection. And next type of function is onto function. This onto function is also called as surjection. And next type of function is bijection. Bijection. Okay, then what is the types? I mean, what is the definition of it? One function or injection, the name itself indicates distinct elements of set A have distinct images in set B. That is one function. Distinct elements of set A have distinct images of set B. That is 1, 1. For one element, only one image should be there. For one element, only one image. That is 1, 1. Next, onto. If the codomain and range are equal to each other, if the codomain of a function is exactly equals to the range of that function, then that type of function is called as onto function or surjection. If we discuss with the example, so you will get understand. You will understand very easily. Don't worry about it. Now, what is a bijection? If a function is 1, 1 function as well as onto function, then it will be called as a bijection. Okay, now let us check. We have an example here. Set A is equals to ABCD. Set A is given as ABCD and set B is given as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then he wrote the function as f is equals to a comma 3, b comma 5, c comma 1 and d comma 4. This whatever he wrote in the form of ordered pairs, I will make it in the Venn diagram so that you will understand easily. This is set A and this is set B. In the set A we have A, B, C, D, and in the set B we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A comma 3, A is connected to 3, B comma 5, B is connected to with 5, C comma 1, C is connected to 1, and D comma 4, D is connected to 4. Whatever the question they gave with the help of ordered pair, I am writing the same with the help of Venn diagram so that we can understand easily. Now, A is connected to only one image. B is connected to only one image. C is also connected to only one image. and D is also connected to only one image. A is connected to only one image 3, B is connected to only one image 5, C is connected to only one image 1, and D is connected to only one image 4. Distinct element of A have distinct images in B. So this is called as 1-1 function, nothing but injection. Let us take one more. Set A and set B. In the set A we have ABCD, same like the previous one. In set B we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now he is mentioning a function G, that A comma 2, B comma 2, C comma 3, D comma 5. Then shall we call this kind of function as 1-1 function or not? Obviously not, because A as well as B, both elements are connected to single image 2 only. According to the definition of 1-1 function, distinct element of A should have distinct images in B. But here element A as well as element B both are having the same image, that is 2. So that's why this is not 1-1 function. Next, third example is there. The function f of x is equals to 2x plus 1. Whether is it a 1-1 function or not? Obviously it is a 1-1 function only. Let us check once. I am taking f of 1. So substituting in the place of x 1. 2 into 1 plus 1. 2 1s are 2 plus 1. That is nothing but 3. Then I am substituting f of 2. F of 2 is nothing but 2 into 2 plus 1. That is 4 plus 1, nothing but 5. Like this, if we continue, always for the distinct element in the set A, we will get distinct image in set B. So we can conclude that this is 1-1 function, otherwise injection. The same question we can explain in one more method also. Check this method once. F is an injection. F is an injection since for any A1 comma A2 belongs to R. F of A1 equals to F of A2. Now the given question we have 2x plus 1, right? So first in the place of x substitute A1, then substitute A2. So 2A1 plus 1 is equals to 2A2 plus 1. Left side as well as right side plus 1 will get cancelled. So we remains with 2A1 is equals to 2A2. Left side, right side 2 will get cancelled. So we remains with A1 is equals to A2. So whenever we get the answer as A1 is equals to A2, so that we can conclude that 2x plus 1 is a 1-1 function. And one more logic you need to remember here is 2x plus 1. For x nothing power is there, means 1 is the power always. So if the power is 1, it is called as a linear. In this case we are discussing about the function, so this will become a linear function. Always linear function is a 1-1 function. It is compulsory. Always a linear function is a 1-1 function. Next, one more example we have. Function f of x is equals to x square. Is it a 1-1 function if it is defined as f is a function from R to R? F is a function from R to R. Here R is real number, so any real number we can substitute in the place of x. I am substituting first f of 1. That is 1 square, nothing but 1. f of, again I am taking minus 1, f of minus 1 whole square, nothing but plus 1 again. When I substituted plus 1, I got the answer 1 only. When I substituted minus 1, then also I got plus 1 only. So I can conclude this as f of 1 which is equals to f of minus 1 which is equals to answer 1. When we substituted plus 1 or else minus 1, we got the same answer 1. So in this, for every distinct element of A, no distinct image in B. So that's why this is not a 1-1 function. This is not a 1-1 function. So in this you can remember, this is quadratic function. Quadratic function never be 1-1. But that always depends on this only. Again, you need to remember the domain also, because in the case of function, if we define from natural number to natural number, then obviously it will become a 1-1 function, because in the natural numbers, no odd numbers, nothing. Sorry, no negative numbers, nothing. Okay, next let us move to next question. This is only I am changing just a function. Domains I am changing. In the previous example, we have the function from R to R. Now I am changing the function domain and I am writing it as function is defined from n to n. F is a function from n to n. Now f of x equals to x square. Shall we call this as a 1-1 function? Let us check once. Here domain is natural number, so only natural numbers we need to substitute. F of 1, that is 1 square, nothing but 1. F of 2, that is 2 square, nothing but 4. F of 3 is equals to 3 square equals to 9. So always for a distinct element in set A, distinct image will be there in the set B. Distinct element in set A, distinct in set B. Distinct element in set A, distinct image in set B. So always for every element of set A, we will be having a distinct image. So this is 1-1. Now again you should not say, sir, this is a quadratic function, but quadratic function is not a 1-1 function. No, it depends on this statement every time. So keep that domains in the mind. Okay, let us move to next example. Now from here onwards, the examples will be defined based on the surjection, that is onto. What is the surjection? If the range of the function is equal to the codomain of the function. We have set A, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And set B, we have A, comma B, comma C. Set B, we have A, comma B, comma C. And he defined the function as f is equals to 1 comma A, 2 comma B, 3 comma C, 4 comma C. Let us check whether this is a onto function or not, otherwise surjection or not. For easy understanding, I am going with the Venn diagram. Set A, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And set B, we have A, B, C. 1 comma A, so 1 to A. 2 comma B, 2 to B. 3 comma C, 3 to C. 4 comma C, again 4 also to C only. Now, let us check whether it is a surjection or not. According to the definition of onto function or surjection, if the range is exactly equal to the codomain. Here, what is the range? Whatever the answers we are getting, that is A, comma B, comma C. And what is the codomain in this then? Total set B, that is A, comma B, comma C only. Range is nothing but the result. Here when we substituted 1 we got A, when we substituted 2 we got B, when we substituted 3 we got C, when we substituted 4 also we got C only. So that A, comma B, comma C will become range. And what is the codomain? This total set B is considered as codomain. So here if we observe clearly, range is ABC, codomain also ABC. Range is exactly equals to the codomains, then this function will become onto function or surjection. Then let us check Will it become 1 1 function? Obviously no, because 3 and 4 both are having the same image C, so that's why it won't become 1 1. Next, set A we have 1 2 3 4. Set B we have A B C, and the function G is represented as 1 comma B, 2 comma B, 3 comma C, 4 comma C. Shall we call this as surjection or not? Let us check once. First of all, what is the range? B has answer, C also is an answer. So only the range will become B comma C. Then what is the codomain? Total set B, that is nothing but A comma B comma C. Here range is B comma C, whereas codomain is A comma B comma C. Range and codomain both are not equal, so that's why it is not onto function or not surjection. Then shall I call this as injection, that is 1 1 function? Obviously no, because 1 and 2 both are having the same image B, 3 and 4 both are having the same image C. So this is not injection, this is not surjection. Next, set A is given as -3, -2, -1, +1, +2 and +3. Set B is given as 1 comma 4 comma 9, 1 comma 4 comma 9, and he is defining the function from A to B, where f of x is equals to x square. The function is defined from A to B and f of x is equals to x square. Set A, set B both are given. Let us check whether it will become injection or not, whether it will become surjection or not. F of x is equals to x square. So always the set to A will become domain. So first I am substituting -3. F of -3, that is equals to -3 whole square, nothing but +9. F of -2, -2 whole square, nothing but +4. Next -1, f of -1 whole square, +1. Then +1, f of 1 square, 1. F of 2 square, 4. F of 3 square, 9. So I substituted the numbers which are there in the set A and I got some answers. This only I will represent through Venn diagram. In the set A, -3 to +3. -3, -2, -1, +1, +2, +3. And in the set B, they gave 1, 4, 9. This is set A and set B. When I substituted -3, I got 9. When I substituted -2, 4, -1, +1, +1 only, +2, +4 and +3, +9. First, let us check whether it is 1, 1 or not. Distinct element of set A should have only distinct image from the set B. But here -3 + 3 both are having the 9 as answer. -2 + 2 both are having the same image 4. -1 + 1 both are having the same image 1. So that's why this is not 1, 1 function. Then is it a surjection? Let us check once. What is the range? 1 is the answer for some number, 4 is also answer for some number, 9 is also answer for some number. So the range is equals to 1 comma 4 comma 9. Then what is the codomain? Total set B, that is nothing but 1 comma 4 comma 9. Here range as well as codomain both are equal to each other, so we can conclude this as surjection, otherwise onto function. It is onto function but not 1, 1 function. Okay, let us move to next question. F of x is equals to ax plus b. F of x is equals to ax plus b. This is a linear polynomial. As I said already, linear polynomial is obviously one function, and he mentioned that function from R to R. How to prove this linear functions? To prove whether it is one function or not, otherwise surjection, I mean onto or not. So one more method we will follow. That method I am going to explain now. F of x is equals to ax plus b is there. So f of x, you substitute it as y. Y is equals to ax plus b. So from this equation y equals to ax plus b, try to get the x value. So for that, take plus b to the left side, then it will become y minus b is equals to ax. We want x value, so take a also to the left side, then we will remains with y minus b divided by a is equals to x. Now take the linear polynomial, whatever they gave, that is ax plus b. A as it is, whatever the x value we got here, substitute that x in the place of here. That is y minus b divided by a. Here plus b is there as it is. A will get cancelled, so we remains with y minus b plus b. Minus b plus b also cancel, so we remains with y. At the final, if we get the answer y, then we can conclude that it is a one function. Oh, I'm sorry, it is onto function. It is onto function. Then how to say whether it is one or not? F of x is given as ax plus b. So let us assume that f of a1 is equals to f of a2. Simply in the place of x, substitute a1 as well as substitute a2. So we will get a into a1 plus b is equals to a into a2 plus b. Left side plus b, right side plus b, both will get cancelled. So we remains with a1 is equals to a2. Left side a, right side a, both will get cancelled. Then we remains with finally a1 is equals to a2. If he remains with a1 is equals to a2 after simplification, then we can conclude that this is one function. Okay, let us take one more example to check whether it is a surjection or not. F is a function defined from R to R, and it is defined by f of x is equals to x square plus 4. Here x square is there, means we can conclude easily this is not a 1 because he clearly mentioned that it is a function from R to R. So this is not a 1 function, but just let us conclude f of x is equals to x square plus 4. Now in the place of x, I will substitute plus 1. F of 1 is equals to 1 square plus 4. 1 square is 1 plus 4, that is nothing but 5. I am taking minus 1 in the place of x. So we will get minus 1 whole square plus 4 is equals to minus 1 whole square plus 1 plus 4 plus 1 plus 4 is plus 5. So when I substituted plus 1 also, I got answer as 5. When I substituted minus 1, then also I got answer as 5. So f of 1 is equals to f of minus 1 is equals to 5. Plus 1 as well as minus 1 both are having the same image 5. So that's why this is not one function. Next, let us check whether it is a surjection or not. He gave the function as from R to R. F is a function from R to R. Then what will be the codomain in this? Codomain is total R, that is real numbers, all real numbers. It means negatives, positives, everything. Now, f of x is equals to x square plus 4 is there. If we observe this x square, in the place of x, if we substitute negative number, or else positive number. Always x square will become positive only. Just now only we observed here. If I substitute plus 1 also, I got a plus 5 only. If I substitute minus 1 also, I got plus only. So in the place of x, if you substitute plus also, minus also, always this x square will be positive only. In case if we substitute 0, it will become 0. So now in the place of x, I am substituting 0. Then f of 0 is equals to 0 square plus 4, that is nothing but 4. I am substituting f of 1, nothing but 1 square plus 4, that is 5. I am substituting f of minus 1 whole square plus 4 is equals to 5 again. So here there is no chance that we will get a negative number. Then what will be the range of this? Starting from 4. 4 is included. So closed square bracket, 4 comma till infinity. Infinity we don't know, so that's why always open parenthesis. So the range is closed 4 to open infinity, or simply infinity. Then what is the codomain here? Codomain is total real numbers set. That is, total real numbers is nothing but in that negative also will be there, positive also will be there, number 0 also will be there. But whereas the range is only positive, and that too number 4 onwards. 3 is not there, 2 is not there, 1 is not there, 0 is not there, no negatives number at all. So codomain and range both are not at all equal. So we can conclude that this is not onto function or not a surjection. Now next example. F is a function from R to R, and that function is defined as f of x is equals to 2x plus 3. F is a function from R to R, and f of x is equals to 2x plus 3. Let us check whether this is a bijection or not. To prove whether it is a bijection or not, we need to confirm that it is one function as well as onto function. Then only it will become a bijection. It should be injection, it should be surjection. Then we can conclude this is bijection. Let us check first. 2x plus 3 is there. F of a1 is equals to f of a2. 2a1 plus 3 equals to 2a2 plus 3. Plus 3 cancel, so we remains with 2a1 is equals to 2a2. 2 cancel, then we remains with a1 is equals to a2. So we got a1 is equals to a2, then it is 1 it is a 1 function. Next let us check whether it is onto function or not. F of x is given as 2x plus 3. F of x we substitute with y. Y is equals to 2x plus 3. Make the equation for x. So take plus 3 to the left side, then it will become minus 3. We want x value, so take 2 also to the left side. Y minus 3 divided by 2 is equals to x. This is the x value now. Now the function is given as 2x plus 3. Here we have x. In the place of x, we need to substitute this value. 2 into x is nothing but y minus 3 divided by 2 plus 3 as usual. Here 2 will get cancelled, so we remains with y minus 3 plus 3. Minus 3 plus 3 also cancel, so we remains with y. Here we got the answer y, then we can conclude it is onto function also. It is onto also. The given function f of x equals to 2x plus 3 is one function as well as onto function. Then we can conclude this is a bijection. Next, the same function, but I will change the domain and codomain. f of x is equals to same function again 2x plus 3 only. Just I am changing the domain and codomain. F is a function from n to n. F is a function from n to n, and function is defined as f of x equals to 2x plus 3. Let us check whether this is a bijection or not. First I am going to check for the injection, that is 1 function. 2a1 plus 3 is equals to 2a2 plus 3. Plus 3 plus 3 will get cancelled, so we remains with 2a1 is equals to 2a2. Here 2 both will get cancelled, so we remains with a1 is equals to a2. We got a1 is equals to a2, then obviously this is 1 function. Next let us check whether it is onto or not. Here f is a function from n to n, so domain is natural numbers only, as well as codomain also natural numbers only. So f of x is equals to 2x plus 3. I am starting from the first natural number, that is 1. F of 1 equals to 2 into 1 plus 3. 2 1s are 2 plus 3, that is nothing but 5. When I started the first natural number 1, I got the answer 5. It means I won't get the answer 1, I won't get answer 2, I won't get answer 3, I won't get answer 4. So the range will start from 5 onwards. 5, then if I substitute number 2, f of 2 is equals to 2 2s are plus 3, it will become 7. So 5 comma 7 comma 9 comma and so on. This will become the range. But if we observe the codomain, here codomain is a natural number. Natural numbers means it should start from 1, but whereas the range is starting from 5. So range and codomain both are not equal. So this 2x plus 3 is a function. If we define it from n to n, then it is not a bijection because it is not a onto function. Next example, he said about equality of the functions. So one of the very easy topics. F of x is equals to x square minus 2x, and one more function g of x is equals to minus x plus 6. He is asking for what domain the two given functions are equal to each other. So two functions are equal to each other, then I will write the statement as f of x is equals to g of x. F of x, we got it as x square minus 2x is equals to g of x is minus x plus 6. I'll take everything to one side. X square as it is, minus 2x as it is, minus x if I take to the left side it will become plus x, plus 6 if I take to the left side it will become minus 6 is equals to 0. X square minus 2x plus x minus x minus 6 is equals to 0. By splitting the middle term into two terms, I am going to find the x value for this. X square minus x can be written as minus 3x plus 2x minus 6 as usual is equals to 0. Here minus 3 is there, so x value will be plus 3. Here plus 2 is there, then minus x value will be minus 2. So it means if the domain is minus 2 comma 3, then the given two functions are equal to each other. Next example related to constant function. We have set A, B, C, D, and set B, 1, 2, 3. So function is defined as a comma 2, b comma 2, c comma 2, as well as d comma 2. So a function f is said to be a constant function if the range is one and only one element. For a also we got the image as 2. For B also the image is 2. For C also the image is 2. For D also the image is 2. For every element of set A, if one and only one image is there, then that type of function is called as constant function. Next, he is speaking about identity function. What is an identity function? So identity function is nothing but the same element. We need to write it as x coordinate as well as y coordinate. For example, if we have a set A comma B comma C, if we write the function as by taking the first element A comma A, by taking the second element B comma B, by taking the third element C comma C, then this kind of function is called as identity function. Let A be a non-empty set, then the function f from A to A is defined by f of x is equals to x for all x belongs to A is called the identity function. So simply in the identity function, the function will be defined as A comma A. Otherwise something like x comma x, where this x belongs to set A only, again this x also belongs to set A only. Okay, in the next video, I'll explain the solved examples as well as exercise 1 of A. Till now, if you didn't subscribe to my channel, subscribe for more videos. Thank you.